NXT airing for the first time on the USA Network next Wednesday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time for the very first time. NXT making his broadcast debut, and I'm not talking about the shitty-ass version of the show either with Daniel Bryan drinking soda and running down flights of stairs. I'm talking about the good version of NXT. So as part of WWE Week on USA Network, do you think this might be a testing of the waters, possibly to get NXT back on TV and to see how it'll fare on network television?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. I don't know why else they would throw the network debut on NXT on there. It's got to be some sort of testing ground to see how well it does on TV. For one, I hope it does well because I would love to see NXT on regular TV. But who knows? WWE just has some odd choices. Maybe we need a filler day for Wednesday, and we're not going to throw what's the other show? Superstars, or we're not going to throw that show on there. So let's just throw NXT. It also could be one of those.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is that NXT's been around for so long now, and they've done this WWE Week every year for a long time now, and they have never done it before recently. So it's got to be a testing of the waters. So, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't have done it before now. I don't think Tribute to the Troops is airing that same night. It's airing. I know NXT's at 7 o'clock. So I thought Tribute was at 8 Eastern Time. But from what I read, they're saving that till Thursday. So, and I don't think this is true. But what if, in a perfect world, that someone had suggested that Raw, the WWE wants, or the USA Network rather, wants 3 hours of programming on Monday nights because they've dedicated so much time to Raw being 3 hours, and it's been 3 hours for 5 years now. So which is why they won't go back to 2. But what if they took away the third hour of Raw and they put NXT before the 2 hours of Raw and they put NXT maybe like 8 o'clock? Is that something that you'd be interested in seeing?
Huh. Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Yeah, wait, are you saying that they take away that second hour of Raw, so it's just 2 hours of Raw, but you have 1 hour of NXT directly in front of it? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. I don't know if it would air at 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern. Probably 8 p.m. Eastern if they had like the 2 hours of Raw after, from like 9 to 11, which is what it used to air before it went 3 hours. Would that be something you're interested in seeing?
I think so, because, I mean, obviously, I'm interested in NXT, so I like that, and the third hour of Raw is always just horrible, so, I mean, maybe this helps them out. Maybe this makes it to where they don't need that third hour anymore. They can just write for 2 hours. I don't know why they can't write for a third hour, but maybe that helps them out.
Yeah, I think it could. I don't see why they wouldn't at least try it. It's better than 3 hours of Raw, and it's not like, I know it was pitched a while ago to make every hour of Raw, like 1 hour of Raw would be Raw and then SmackDown and then NXT or whatever, like something shitty like that. Would be a terrible idea if they taped it all in one night. But if they don't have to change anything about NXT, not to say they should make it live. God, do not make NXT live. I mean, maybe from Full Sail, but from the USA or from the main roster arenas would be a terrible idea. That would be 205 light if they taped NXT before Raw. I think they should just continue doing what they do with NXT. Just tape a whole bunch of content in the matter of a day for a full month, and then just air it before Raw. You're not really changing anything about the process, just other than when it airs. Just put it on Mondays before Raw, and that's it. You don't have to tape it before Raw. I don't think the crowds. I mean, hey, maybe the crowds would care, but I just don't want them sitting in their hands. I think Full Sail, people could say what they want about him, but it's a great place for them to grow his talent, and the crowds aren't shitting on them or they're not booing because they're not AJ Styles, whatever. Because 205 Live, that's the issue they have with them, and they also tape that show after SmackDown, which is an entirely different issue. But yeah, it's something worth thinking about. So we'll see. We'll see where it ends up. I know they have their renegotiations with USA Network, I think, coming up in 2018. So they're doing everything they can to boost their rate money or whatever the hell it is with USA Network, so they could stay on there or go to a better network that can offer more money for their programming. So time will tell.